this has been asked of you before, but you can clarify this further. Your father, the former Mayor Mel Lopez, opposed Marcos during martial law, and he was even one of the victims of the Plaza Miranda bombing. How would you reconcile that with you now supporting the campaign of Marcos Jr.?
Well, the Plaza Miranda bombing, I was there with my father. I was on the fourth row. He was the last speaker. I would always joke him na kaya binomba yon pa dahil ang sama ng speech mo. But you know, later on, asking my father, he told me na walang kinalaman si Marcos dyan sa Plaza Miranda bombing. And I think that's been established. Even Jovi Salonga, who is very close to my wife and to my father-in-law, former Senator Sotero Laurel, claims that because I asked him personally. So now my father, being opposed to Marcos, was based on principle. And to give you two stories, he was opposed to Marcos on principle, but he also opposed Cory also on principle. So in fact, he was not the mayoralty candidate of Cory during the 1992 elections because he opposed a lot of the policies of Cory at the time. So going back to my two stories, I think when Marcos died, that was 1988, I was with my father in Moscow. We were meeting with Valentina Tereshkova, the foreign affairs minister. She's the first woman cosmonaut. We were there with the mayor of Moscow, and President Marcos died. So he tried to, at that time we were fresh, really so anti-Marcos, but he tried so hard to get the city of Manila to half-mast all the flags in respect for Marcos, because he's also done a lot of good things, and my father respects that. And I think Ambassador Quirolico is still alive because Ambassador Melchor was at that time being investigated by the Senate. Ambassador Quirolico can attest to the fact that we were arguing with him, fighting him to get, because mahirap ang communications nun to get our message to half-mast. That's one. Another story was in 2016, I was asked by BBM to campaign for him in the city of Manila. And while campaigning, it came out in the papers, a lot of newspapers, that Lopez, Laurel, Sion campaigns for Marcos. So before I campaigned for Marcos, I asked father, because my father, who was at that time the chairman of Philippine National Oil Corporation, under the pain of being removed, my father says, do what you have to do, and if you think he's a good man, as you say he is, then help him. So with the blessings, alam niya, pwede siyang tanggalin sa PNOC. The president, being at that time Pinoy, I think it was on January, he called me for 15 minutes, the sitting president of the Republic, and asked me why am I campaigning for BBM. So I asked him why not. So that 15 minutes was really long. I don't think but the gist of it is he could not convince me because I asked him, nag-congressman yan, nag-senador yan, nag-governor yan. Ano ba yung ninakaw niyan? Kasi una sinabi niya, nakaw na yaman nila, ayaw niyang aminin eh. So, di ba, there are courts naman to prove whether these are nakaw na yaman. It's not for me to judge his father. Much more judge the son, di ba? So, wala namang accusations with all the might of the presidency, NICA, NBI, Police, AFP, ISAF. Wala siyang masabi sa akin kahit isa na ninakaw ni BBM. So, on this stage, and because of the vision, the drive, the personality, the heart of BBM, I know him personally to be of kind-hearted. He's a very honest man. Personally, I know him to be upright. And he has the vision, and he has, I think more than any candidate, his family name has been much maligned, and I think he has the most to prove for our country. So, napakarami ng dapat patunayan at ipaglaban ni BBM. And I think because of this, I think he will make the best president.